Well, hello again, fellow modeling enthusiasts. Armando here. And yes, this is me. I've been doing some workouts. Ha ha ha. No, actually, this is Armando, DLC Model Builders, with another build. This time, the 1/4 scale Incredible Hulk. For the July Heroes build over at Sci-Fi Model Action. And this is the kit I chose. This is one of those vinyl recast kits from an outfit out in Thailand. I'd been searching for quite some time for a decent Hulk kit and hadn't found any. The Polar Lights and others that were out there just didn't seem that nice. The nicest one I'd seen was a Dragon kit, the new one, but I didn't like the fact that it was pre-painted and didn't quite like it, and I'd been keeping an eye on this one. Now, I don't know what the source material for it is. The pictures that come with it show the original figure. Here's a figure. I got it from animehgk.com. And here is a comic graphic novel style picture, which I imagine is part of the original source material. If anybody knows what it is, I'd be interested to find out. Anyway, I'll be using this as a guide to paint it. The kit, I've been keeping an eye on it. It's been recast in both vinyl and resin. Resin is solid, vinyl is hollow, and predictably the resin is a lot more expensive, as you would expect, almost twice the price, and it's also the shipping is a lot more expensive since it's a heavier kit. So I obviously chose the vinyl one. Besides, I don't have a lot of experience with resin, in fact none. And before I get started with a heavy model that would need pinning and all sorts of things that I have no experience with, I decided to go with a vinyl kit, since I do have a couple of other vinyl kits under my belt now. Now, as you can see, I've already assembled it. For pictures of the parts, you can go to my build thread on Sci-Fi Model Action. I also posted them on Google Plus communities. But I'll show you where I joined them, and I'll talk about some of the pitfalls of these models. Now, the kit is composed of, I believe, 6 parts. The head, chest, and torso is one part. The pants and right leg is another part. The left leg begins here, down to here is another part. The left arm is another part. The right arm is another part, and the hand is another part. As expected, most of these kits, they have a lot of flash, which I trimmed off and glued together, and expect these things not to fit very well. That's just the nature of the beast. A lot of bending, a lot of warming up with a heat gun, and that'll get you to join them to a degree, but you will have seams to work on. Just expect that. One of the things I found after joining them together, while holding them, if you hit them with a heat gun, it helps get the seams a little smaller. It helped me with the seam on the leg, which, believe me, it was a lot worse. As I held it together, I warmed it up with a heat gun. It softened it, made it more pliable, and it made it a lot less noticeable. Now, with some modeling clay, I should be able to hide that and make it look like parts of the creases of the pants. This is a torn pant here anyway, so I should be able to make that seem like a roll of the pants there. The wrist is actually the one that looks the best. The seam is pretty much hidden by the vein there, and here as well, so I should be able to hide it with some fine clay sculpting. Where the seams are worse are here and in the armpits. See there and there, and some in the back. See some seams there, and here and here. I'm going to have to get some creative sculpting in there to hide those, but it does help that they are on the folds of the muscles, so hopefully that will help me hide them nicely. Now, my plan is to work on the seams probably tonight, try and get them as best I can. Then, for the painting, I will primer initially with some Transstar Gray, more than likely, and then I will use the green Spies Hecker paint that I have, which is kind of greenish fluorescent. I'll have to darken it to make it closer to the picture, the reference picture I have here. I like this shade of green. I will pre-highlight the muscle creases with some black airbrushing after I apply the primer. I'm told that really does make a difference in making them pop out more. The most difficult parts will probably be the pants. This is right here, right up against this. Pants I will paint in purple. This is a torn area here and here. I'm not sure how I'm going to mask that off, or if I'll mask it off at all. I may end up paintbrushing with thick strokes so I don't get the paintbrush strokes on there. The fingernails will be painted in a darker green, but I expect that the pants and the head will be the most difficult, especially the eyes and the face. I have no experience whatsoever painting eyes, and these are kind of slit-like, as you can see. So it should be interesting. The hair, I'll just paint with a darker version of the green with the paintbrush. I don't have to worry about paintbrush strokes there because the hairs will hide them, so that should work out. Anyway, this should be a challenge, and I'm looking forward to it. So, without further ado, here we go. Talk to you later.